Our lovely patient who's 41 is about 4 months out from her abdominoplasty, and she's very graciously agreed to share how she's doing and what she was hoping to achieve, and did we achieve all that she was hoping for?
Absolutely. I'm shocked at how amazing the results are, how good I feel for only being 4 months out. I honestly didn't think it was possible. I kind of thought I was just stuck post 3 kids, and that was the body I was going to live with forever. It feels amazing to be back to what I was pre-kids. I feel stronger. My core is better. I'm thrilled.
Fabulous. That's awesome. Now, wait, don't share the name of the person that sent you in here, but if you didn't have a personal referral, what sort of pathway might you have gone through to try and explore what options were out there?
I did a lot of internet research. I did get a referral through a close friend who I value her opinion a lot. She was thrilled with her results as well. So I started there, but I did a lot of online research. I read a lot of reviews online. I looked at a ton of feedback. And there was just such a consistent thread of people who were so happy with their results. The staff has been amazing. Everybody's so kind and caring. You're never rushed. So I used Google and the internet a lot.
To support what your friend recommended.
Yes.
I love that. Because, in the old days, it used to be just word of mouth. And that was it. Very quiet, hush-hush, at the hairdresser, what's going on. But now Google is out there, and it's a consensus builder. Mm-hmm. And so not only did you get a great recommendation from a friend, but when you went on the world of the internet, it confirmed what your friend had said.
Exactly. And I did call a friend who is a doctor in a different field and asked him to ask around for recommendations. So I did like a full research panel.
So you even got the doctor
and
referral.
And then I came back. Yep.
Wow.
Really reconfirmed everything.
And so you were pretty validated before we went to surgery.
Yes.
And would you say that your pre-validation has been post-validated?
Absolutely. Totally thrilled.
That's awesome. That's so great. It's hard to describe just how incredibly shaped and sculpted your body is. I mean, without being overly complimentary, you're a Sports Illustrated model type figure now, and you just look fantastic.
Thank you.
Is this giving you the opportunity to feel more comfortable going to the beach?
Yes. So back to 2-piece bathing suits.
Yep.
I haven't done that since pre-kids. I feel like my body is back to like what I had in college, which was amazing. As an athlete in college, fit, and then I had those 3 kids and everything changed.
20-year turn back the clock.
Yeah. And I love it.
Wow. And you're back to wearing a bikini.
Yes. Back to running, lifting, wear a bikini, all of that.
Oh, that was the other thing that I'm very progressive, and you may remember this, that I said you could go back to working out in a month. Was I right?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
You were. I mean, I had some tightness, some adjustments to get used to, definitely some muscle to build back up, but have eased into everything and have had no problems whatsoever getting back into lifting, running, Pilates.
That's awesome. And I haven't used drains in 17 years, so obviously we didn't use any drains for you. Was that something that measured into your calculation?
Yes, I did not want drains.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have done this if drains had to have been factored in.
Right.
That was a huge decision for me. I've had friends who've had surgeries that have had drains. They intimidate me. They seem very complicated. They seem just super intense. So I really wanted to do this without drains, and it was great.
Yeah. And how long did I have you wearing an abdominal binder or any kind of a corset afterwards?
Gosh, it's only been 4 months since the beginning, and it's hard to remember. I was here, I don't know, what was it, 4 weeks?
Probably. And that's probably...
And then it was like freedom.
Yeah. Yeah. And there are a lot of people, certainly, Google is like, oh, it's got to be months and months of this. And I just find that's not necessary.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't months. I want to say it was like 4 weeks, and you said I could wear it if it was comfortable, but I didn't need it. Sometimes I did if I felt like maybe I had done a lot and was starting to swell, but I was done with it pretty quick.
Awesome. And I tell everybody you're going to hate me for 3 days. Was that about right?
It's so true. So my friend who referred me, she warned me. She followed up and she said, "How much do you hate him?" And I was like, "I think I hate everybody right now." And then it is very quick though. Like I had mine, I think, on a Tuesday, and by the weekend was like a world of difference. And then it's just better and better every day. And by 4 weeks, it's like, and then 4 months later, it's hard to believe how much progress.
Yeah. And you're back to doing full activity,
Everything.
exercise, Pilates, picking up the kids, carrying them.
Yep, everything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I would say that you're quite as expected results, and you've certainly did everything we asked, and I know we put a lot in there about the risks of blood clots and things like that, and all the injections. Is that anything that was difficult for you in the recovery period?
No, it was just the same as like making sure you stayed on top of pain management or getting up and walking around.
Yeah.
I didn't find the injections hard at all. They don't hurt.
Yep.
They're easy to do yourself.
Yeah.
The annoying sound of the leg compressions was maybe one of the most things that I was happy to get rid of, but like they do their job and they're easy.
Yeah. It's a mechanical prophylaxis, and small price of inconvenience for a tremendous amount of peace of mind.
Exactly.
So the last question I always like to ask, at 4 months, you're pretty much in that sweet spot of recovery, and that it's a distant memory, and now you just have these great results. But is this something that you would recommend to a friend?
Yeah, I actually already have. I have a friend who's looking to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And she asked me weeks ago, and I said yes. And I said, but check back in with me before you do it again.
Yeah. Have her check the internet and have her talk to all of her doctor friends.
I will. I absolutely would recommend it. Like anybody who's remotely wavering, this surgery was never on my radar. I'm so glad somebody recommended it. I'm so glad I did it. I would absolutely do it again, and I'm glad I'm done.
You're awesome. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.